Hey guys, welcome back to my murder spree, God of War Ragnarok, where every time you kill someone, it's in the act of self-defense. Going on the adventure with Kratos, the most calm and reasonable man, and his boy, Atreus, as we travel the 9 realms in the big cold before the end of all realms begins. Ragnarok, the prophesized war that is supposed to happen after Fimbulwinter. Now, we indirectly caused Fimbulwinter by killing Baldur. I mean, he had it coming. The big cold isn't the only consequence of killing Baldur. Freya, his mother, is mad that we killed her son. He tried to kill you too! But we do get the safety, and after almost dying, we have to emotionally put our dog to rest. Damn, bro, it's only been like 10 minutes. Atreus goes to put this good boy to rest, but as Mimir, our talking head, says, he's been taking quite a bit to bury a giant dog. Trying to find the boy, we encounter our first enemies, Vikings, so let us go over combat while we're here. Our main weapon of choice is the Leviathan Axe, a weapon given to us by our dead wife. Not that one. That one. With the power of frost, charge it up, then release and hit the enemies with a full power, sending them flying, and throwing our axe right into the skulls of our enemies, like any person who is trying to be about peace. Kratos finds a big bear, and as any rational man would do, he fights this. Gets our second way of fighting, Spartan Rage. Bring back some of that power from the good old glory days and let loose. Beating this bear, we learn it's our son who we almost snapped its neck. Learning the hard way of some of Atreus' new powers. Returning home after such an eventful day, almost got killed, dog died, then almost killed our son. Finally, we can take a rest.
I have need.
Son of a... Of course, this day cannot be complete without Thor giving us a visit.
Are you a calm and reasonable person?
I mean, taking into account all of Kratos' past actions and almost killing his son 5 minutes ago, I would say he is a calm and reasonable person. After a friendly chat with the god of thunder, Odin, the biggest twat in all the 9 realms, makes a humble appearance, drinks both our drinks, and calmly asks,
"How about peace? How does peace strike the esteemed, retired god of war? How about we just don't kill each other?"
to stop looking for the totally dead, non-existent Tyr. Or well, the boy at least, who is doing so. Asking for us to cooperate, you know, with big gods, you know how that went last time. Kratos declined.
No.
Odin makes his leave, and that means we get to continue our friendly chat with Thor.
About time.
Alright, time for Thor. He may be slightly mad because we killed his kids in the last game and needs what's called a blood debt. Now he starts the fight with good old bare hands, asking us why we aren't going all out yet. I don't know, Thor, maybe it's because I just bought the game. Eventually kicking and punching him, he finally picks up the hammer. Unfortunately, he knocks Kratos out easily. Well, guess I have to restart the fight.
Oh no. I say when we're done.
Wait. We fly off and have a nice chat about our sons. Now the real boss fight can begin.
My son sons fell to you. Even this lesser version of you. But I am not my sons. And your boy, Allfather, has plans for him. There he is.
That was just the first 30 minutes. I need a break. Getting home to our boy, who is hopefully safe, we ask him why he's been searching for Tyr. His reasons lie ahead, a prophecy of Ragnarok showing Tyr leading the battle. Kratos, who again is all over the war days, has had enough of battle and does not want to get involved at all in Ragnarok, even though he's part of the reason Fimbulwinter is happening. Was it in self-defense? Yes. Did he snap Balder's neck? Yes. Seeing this prediction made by the Giants, who kind of predicted the whole adventure in the last game, Kratos is somewhat convinced to go and find Tyr. But wait, we can't travel through the 9 realms anymore. And that's where our midgets come to help. Use the dwarves, Brock and Sindri. Give us a new way to travel the 9 realms. By using Mimir and giving him LASIK eye surgery and now using seeds to travel. Going to find Tyr in the land of the dwarves. In some mine that he's supposedly in prison. And we get to explore our new swamp-filled, creature-infested land. Welcome to Florida. Here in Florida, the land of alligators and drunkards, we should talk about the new weapon that we got, the Blades of Chaos, the good old family heirloom. Yeah, that's a good name for it. The aspect of fire. We can pull our enemies towards us and give us that good old stare, and even burn them to a crisp, cooking them like a Gordon Ramsay dish. Getting to the city, we are immediately shunned. Oh well, on to the forge, finding Durlin, who will help tell us Tyr's location in a giant mine. Unfortunately, we are stopped by the natural Florida wildlife, like monkeys, lizards, and bigger lizards. Ah, the Dreki, a giant dinosaur. As we are stepping in its swamp, the first instinct is to fight it, like my favorite game, Monster Hunter. Having the power of electricity like the average Florida creature, but as any good Florida man, we wrestle with it till we can break its neck. Getting to Odin's midget dungeon, our journey almost proves perilous as we cannot find Tyr, and Atreus starts to get more and more desperate. But in one last door, we find the man we are looking for. Tyr was not expecting this. As we show him the head of his friend, he reacts accordingly.
You killed Mimir? No. Yeah, we brought him right back. Yeah, stay away from me, you monsters! Stop! We need him!
What? After him, we begin to talk and learn that once brave god of war is now a scared husk. Damn, he got worse than Kratos. But we have found Tyr, who we tell the stories of Ragnarok that he will lead them into battle. And he declines. Return home, we begin to talk, and Atreus decides to take things into his own hands and find his own answers by going to talk to Freya. What a genius idea. His combat is all the same, with now a bow and arrow. You can shoot people with these. He goes to Jormungandr, who may hold some answers, and this big snake tells us Ironwood. Whatever the hell that means. Then we try to talk to Freya, hopefully she's over the whole dead son thing.
Enough!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Our next step is to go to the land of the Elves, a desolate desert that is haunted by a war between dark and light elves. But before we go, we are stopped by our squirrel friend, Ratataskar, who eats our nuts and then gives it back to us and opens a new travel point. That can't be sanitary. We do fortunately get to annoy him with some chime.
Stop with the stupid time!
Our triumphant returns. We travel to find the ruins and run into these light elves. While Tyr gets annoyed that Kratos looks for loot, we find our answer that Asgard will be the only realm that falls while every other realm lives. Kill some elves, then leave the realm, as we do. With this information, the boy wants every way possible to be this champion of the giants and save the day. But as the gruff dad ex-god of war, we will not march into war. Man, Kratos really has grown as a person. And through this argument, the boy just takes a nap and wakes up in Ironwood. Following the dogs, we find another living giant who takes us on the round trip and shows us our true destiny, that Kratos dies and we join Odin. I remember the last time fate tried to bind someone. Anyways, this gets Loki all mad and he turns into a furry wolf. Our version of Spartan Rage, we turn into a dog, and as any good boy, starts taking off people's heads. Then soon finding all the giants aren't dead, they're just in balls.
Within these.
We see a wolf get mutilated by the other living giant's grandma, and we decide to go stop her from eating the souls of creatures. Okay, wasn't expecting that. We give this snake the soul of a giant after its soul was consumed, let it travel away, then break this grandma's cauldron and leave her in self-pity. We do our best to leave, and doing so return to Midgard, our old home, which is overrun by frost zombies. But before we can make it home, finally I can play as Kratos again. And that means on to our next boss, the Valkyrie. Atreus thinks she is corrupted, but that couldn't be far from the truth, as she is fully aware of the ass beating she is about to get. All we really need to do is reflect those arrows and not get hit by the sword. Easy. Once the pattern is learned, it's nothing but a rhythm game. The adversary we were fighting was actually Freya, and Kratos almost dying. The boy goes bear mode. We call this animalistic Spartan rage. Freya gives us a proposition. She needs our help to free her from the curse of being stuck in Greenland, which means we travel to her homeland of forests, trees, and old beat-down buildings. Welcome to Virginia. The wildlife is very friendly, giving us helpful antidotes, and the unwanted occupiers in the Aesir showing us the way are so very helpful. Now, Freya has turned into a bird, as the magic will pull her to the freezing cold of Alaska, so we journey to find the binding curse. We travel a bit further until we find Freyr, who is the leader of the remaining people. Oh well, anyways, getting to this curse, we find it bound by the world tree, and trying to break these roots, another giant lizard tries to fight us. And again, as any good Florida man, we wrestle it. Yggdrasil, the world tree dragon, has the power of bigotry and portals. Its weak point is its head, so all we have to do is whack it enough times until Freya can free herself from the bindings of this realm and aid us in battle, causing the mystic dragon to get a little bit more aggressive.
It's going back in!
We will not let it!
I have to break his hold on me, and you are in the way!
Is that that mean Freya no longer wants to kill me at every turn? Let's go! With our new party member whose only goal is to kill Odin, we return back to Freyr, Freya's brother, who has a heart-to-heart with Freya about sibling and hating this twin. Returning home, we talk to the boy, the father style, of how he disappeared for 2 days. Now, obviously, he can't just say he vanished in his dreams to this place that doesn't exist. Anyways, Atreus thinks about going to Odin, and everybody gets on his ass. So he runs back to Midgard, finding Charlie almost frozen, and in his own thoughts, he does what any rational person would do, and goes to Odin. Welcome to Ohio, the land of the gods. Getting dropped off in the middle of nowhere, we travel and fight through Midgard, following the bird until we see some people and decide to climb the wall. A long journey to the top, but we, Loki, make it there finally to Asgard.
Hello.
So yeah, there will eventually be a part 2.